Complete difference from yesterday around the same time. We've gotten official word from ITC this fire is extinguished. We met this gentleman, Adam, who has been here for a while. You got stuck. Adam, tell us what you were doing and how long you've been here. Well, Shannon, the first thing that Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez tweeted out after finding out that Tavoris Henderson's bond is set at $150,000 was SMH, shaking my head in disbelief. Now, Tavoris Henderson was on the run. Not looking great for a lot of these folks. Hundreds and hundreds of people delayed since yesterday. This is pretty wild. We're here in Terminal C in the United line. I'm here with Jen Cochran, trying to get home now for quite some time. The rain has not let up. Lots of thunder, lots of lightning, and really a lot of us just kind of taking refuge here at this gas station that we found here at the corner of 124 and FM 1406. I'm here with Jody. You were trying to leave town last night, but the water, you said, just got up so high so quick. This morning, friends and family of the victim have showed up. We had a chance to speak to his sister, and she told us that he went by DJ. He was 21 years old, and police believe he was driving when he was shot in this area. You can see this gentleman on the tractor trying to help folks coming back to get their cars this morning, get them out. I'm here with Cal. You actually came back in this area to get your car, and you can't find it. What's been your experience so far? The father of that 18-month-old little boy was just driving down the feeder road here of Southwest Freeway right near South Gessner when he says he accidentally cut off another driver. It's something probably most of us have done, but for this man, it took a crazy turn. So it's about 4 a.m. We got that update from Sheriff Ed Gonzalez. There is a suspect in custody, 17-year-old Mikkel Nekiasup. He's charged with aggravated assault. We don't know yet if he is a student here at Atascocita High School as well. At this point, they believe there were several people hanging out here at this home on Weston Street. And at one point, a man, ended up being the victim, ran into the home. 4 men chased after him in there. Well, from city events to this Sunday's game against the Chiefs, there's a lot going on right now in Houston. Turner started by welcoming the Major Cities Chiefs Association to town. Their main concern is just lack of trust in the TEA. Most of the folks that spoke out yesterday say they agree HISD has flaws. They just don't think a state takeover by the TEA is going to help fix those.
I feel like I'm still a kid.
At 96 years young, Teddy Kirkpatrick has a lifetime of stories to tell.
He was the oldest member, 25 years old. We called him the old man.
Kirkpatrick served in the Army Air Corps during World War II. Listen long enough, you'll realize why he says it's a miracle he's here.
I flew in the 8th Air Force through 37 missions over Germany in B-17s. Almost fell out 3 times without a parachute. You know, bombs don't always fall out. And I was a flight engineer, so it was my job to arm them, and then if they got stuck, to try to get them to fall out and so forth.
A risky job well done for our country. Decades later, Teddy's still up for adventure. He stays busy as a member of Honor Flight Houston and the Commemorative Air Force. He's traveled the world sharing his war stories.
There I am in England last year at the dam.
But it's his latest adventure that takes the cake. 2 days after his 96th birthday, he was back in a plane, this time jumping out on purpose. Skydiving at 96 because, well, it was on his bucket list.
I was hanging on, you know, and I said, just hope I don't slip out of this thing, you know, but it was, I was having too much fun. I was waving at everybody and so forth, you know, and I was having a ball, but it was so peaceful and so quiet, almost like going to heaven.
Fitting words, considering who he says has gotten him this far.
The good Lord's done that to me. I don't understand any of it. I didn't earn any of it, I don't feel. He's been good to me, and I'm trying to pay him back.
When Teddy landed back on solid ground, his family and friends were all around congratulating this hero on another mission accomplished. In spring, Courtney Carpenter, Morning Dose.
Welcome back to Morning Dose at 6:26. Well, today thousands of people will make their way to national cemeteries to honor the ones who served our country.
About 70,000 veterans are buried at Houston National Cemetery, and there you'll notice a great deal of care is put into really keeping the sacred ground pristine all year round.
Morning Dose's Courtney Carpenter has the story.
The sun comes up and you'll see from some of the fountains and everything, and then the light dew that comes across the graves and everything. It's just it's really it's calming.
Precisely placed headstones and hardly a blade of grass out of place. It's the standard here at Houston National Cemetery.
And what I hope is that any family member that comes through here, having suffered the loss of somebody they cared so deeply about, if nothing else, they can see how significant they were to us, and maybe that'll remind them how significant they were to them.
There are 32 full-time members of the grounds crew. Nearly all of them are veterans, so they realize the importance of what they do.
It's more of a privilege than anything to work here and giving back for veterans, because one day, you know, they'll be doing the same thing to me.
Assistant Director Raymond Dan has worked in national cemeteries for the last decade. After 3 deployments, he knew this line of work was for him.
You see things and you deal with loss, and the first time I ever encountered a national cemetery, to experience that just brief moment of kind of clarity and comfort.
What these guys do sure isn't glamorous. It's hours of hard work, and no question, it's done with heart.
To be able to give that kind of respect and to be able to pay a veteran back that way, I think is just, you know, it's unparalleled.
In Houston, Courtney Carpenter, Morning Dose.